Welcome back. Today we're looking at crappy design. Ooh, this is a lovely surprise. I'm hoping that you're surprised to see another one of these videos because I also am. Sometimes I do video concepts that I'm like, this is a fun idea, but it's not gonna perform very well. People might like it, but it's like a one-time thing. And I usually am right in that where I kind of know what's gonna do well, what's gonna not. And I just do the fun videos that don't do very well every now and then just to shake it up. This video we did like a month ago did so well. Like people loved it. People have been asking for another one and I had a great time doing it. So I'm pleasantly surprised and happily gonna do this again for you, but kind of for me, because I love this kind of stuff. When I get to just like talk trash about things that suck or are weird to look at or are just frustrating and no one's feelings are hurt, 2 enthusiastic thumbs up from me. All right, let's jump into it. Well, in case this needs to be explained, crappy design being things that are like designed by a person, but designed in a way that it's like, this just doesn't work, or it's frustrating, or like, how did you make something so bad or so non-functional? You'll see what it is really quickly. I don't need to explain it, but just so I said something. For the people that didn't watch the first one, which you should go watch. Innovative water trap disguised as public seating, meaning this is supposed to be some fancy new modern chair, but no one thought during the design process about rain. They thought, oh, this is cool, like little comfy little bowls to sit in. And those bowls happen to hold water better than they hold people because they're bowls. Pretty crazy. I mean, it's a bummer because looking at mostly this middle one, it looks kind of cozy, doesn't it? Like it's kind of not a bad idea for a seat, but an indoor seat, you know? And also if these are like a hard plastic, probably won't be cozy for very long, but like this shape, put me in a bowl like a hard-boiled egg. I like that. And this one, you could put your foot up on this planter box. Yeah, absolutely an indoor seat. This is not made for outdoors. Those are gonna have water in them forever. Like this is gonna take so long to evaporate. It's like 3 inches of water just sitting there for who knows how long. So anyway, this is the kind of stuff we're gonna see today. Terrible stuff. The fact that you can design it and put it out here and then be like, huh, no one's sitting in our chair because it's full of water. Did we make a bad chair? The answer is yes. If the thing it's designed to do is something it's not doing, you miss the mark a little bit. Granted, you know, I don't know where this is. Maybe rain's rare here, but it rains everywhere. You know? Incorrect way up. Placing the product this way up will result in damage. This feels like it has to be a joke if it was just one box, but this really is a bunch of boxes like this, actually labeled that way. I mean, it does say incorrect way up, you know, very clearly. So if you put it that way up, you didn't read it very closely, but there's kind of a way we label these, you know? Usually we say this way up. We have a system for this already. So if you say incorrect way up, people are just naturally gonna put the text facing the correct way up. Let's not get fancy with it. Placing the product this way up will result in damage, but it has to be facing that way for you to read it correctly. This is dumb. Like I wanna believe this is just some sort of goof. Again, if there was only one box, I could see someone making this as like a prank box for some reason, I don't know, or like a Photoshop, but the fact that it's like, this looks legit, like someone actually did this. And knowing that people also design things terribly all the time, I believe someone would actually do this and think this is like a cool, let's get kind of like fancy with our labeling of our fragile stuff. It's like, no, we have a system, just follow the system. You know, this way up. It'd be even better if it said this way up right here, then the small text said, if you want to damage this product. This is the way up, you know. If you want to break it, just go all the way in making it terrible. Like if you hate your job, that's the way to go for it. This company's URL can be any combination of these letters. Guess which one it is. Oh my gosh, dude. Okay, this is a fun little game for us. Noticing the word plans, that can't be a coincidence. So it could be Tom Plans. It could be Stom Plan. Snalp Mott. That's a contender. Snalpmott.com. Someone type it in quick, is that right? Oh, this could be Tom. Oh, this is even worse than I thought. It could be Tom Plans, like it's just counterclockwise. Do they have it actually in here? It's tomplans.com. Okay, well that's also not showing up, but that's what the comments are saying. This is a 3-month-old post. So you'd think the website would be still working. Wait, okay, wait, it's Mott Plans. Dude, what are you doing? See, that's fine. No, it's not fine. This pisses me off. I mean, I get it, right? Once you know what it is, you're like, okay, Mott Plans. But you have to already know what it is to land on the right thing. Imagine they did the same thing for the phone number. They put each number just in a circle, and I was like, okay, which one's the first number? It's just as bad, honestly. Mott Plans. Yeah, I definitely would have, if I had to bet money, it would have been Tom Plans. That would have been my guess, because then you read it at least in the same order. You read this way, and then you go over here, and you read that way. Pretty bad, but not the worst one we're gonna see today for sure. Okay, this sink.
Amazing design. Check this out.
Oh, I can already see. Oh my goodness. Yup. And then 10 seconds of thumbs up. I don't know if there's sound here. Are they saying something? Appropriate cackling. The entire depth of the sink is like maybe 2 inches at the absolute depth. And then right here up a little shallow ramp. It runs for like 3 seconds and it's overflowing. I can't imagine in all the testing of the sink, assuming there was testing, which we can't always say for sure, but you'd think at some point someone would have turned this on. In all the testing, they never turned it on for more than 2 seconds. They just, yep, it works. Or maybe they just never actually hooked it up to water in designing it. Maybe it's 2 different teams, you know? Someone's like, cool new idea for a sink. It's like a mini wave pool. And then they're like, sure, man, we'll plug it in. Hope that nothing bad happens. And then, you know, they install it somewhere, bolt it into the ground, and then I assume still don't turn it on until the first customer uses this bathroom that they're like, oh, this doesn't work. And then who listens to the customer? Complaining about the sink, right? How annoying would that be? If this was my bathroom at my business and some customer was like, your sink got me soaked in water, I'd be like, well, be smarter, use the sink better. And I'd be wrong for thinking that, but you know, I would just assume they're being a dingus because I've also never tested it in this scenario. I just collect my checks at the end of the day. As long as the place isn't burned down, I'm good. Average business owner? Okay, yeah, that's pretty bad. That's pretty infuriating. Just water pouring onto the ground every time you use the sink. Not even a drain. Like, at least install a drain so that at least there's not just like a constant slipping hazard right there all the time. Oh, this is gold, dude. Oh man, this is crazy. This is something else. But you know what? This is kind of my best case scenario because I've said before, particularly in the last one of these we did, where I always hate when they use like letters to lead into other words. I think what I was actually saying was I hate when they do like big letter that starts 2 words. I think that's bad. This is a little different than that. I don't like this whole like, oh, this letter is in this word, so we have it like do this thing. This is funny to like do that, but not actually do that. Like there's an R in both these words, but they're just placed near each other. You know what we could have done, but we're not gonna do that. We're not trying to impress anybody. We're not trying to get too fancy with it. It's a sugar jar. Just be happy we put the word sugar on there twice. Sideways and vertically. That's pretty fancy. And also like not even the same size font. It truly looks like they put this here accidentally. Like the vertical just wasn't even supposed to be here. This doesn't even make sense alone, you know? It's like too small for the jar. This is gold. This is just funny. Like I would buy this because it's like so harmless, but so stupid that anyone that saw it would be like, huh? Like once it like registers what this is, they were so used to them doing the thing where the letters overlap, but then they didn't. They like almost did. They put all the letters there, but then didn't do the thing. That's funny. I want something like this in my house. I want all my things to be labeled this way. That's really funny. I like this one a lot. This is my favorite so far, easily. The backsplash, my jerk grandma. Whoa. Picked for her new house she's building. Okay, we gotta enhance here. This is atrocious. It's cut so poorly. Look at this outlet. Oh my gosh, look at this ceiling. That's not even, we haven't even talked about what this is yet. This like chocolate coin, little gold wrapping looking thing. This is supposed to be on the ceiling, I'm pretty sure. And even still, that's like a 50 years ago decor thing. This is not something you put on anything at this point in time, and especially not the backsplash in your kitchen. This is gonna get so nasty. And also, did your grandma do it herself? Because holy moly, this is like an inch away from the ceiling. Granted, looks like the ceiling needs to come in still, but is it gonna be like that much that it covers? Like this isn't even straight, not even close. Holy moly, this is so bad. Oh man, bless your grandma. I like that we get no context as to why his grandma's a jerk. We just get the fact that he thinks his grandma's a jerk. And you know, this wall kind of makes me believe them. There's nothing about this that says you have to be a jerk, but it also makes it easier to believe that you could be. Someone that just does whatever they want, you know? Absolutely. Just, this is what I like, so I'm putting it on the wall of my kitchen because that's what I like. Hell yeah, Granny. Maybe your grandson just sucks. He's got no taste, you know? Keep being a jerk to him. He doesn't understand how cool this is. This is so bad, dude. This is horrible. This whole countertop, it just looks like a mess, you know? What is in this jug? I don't want to answer to that question. That's not spring water. I'm pretty dang sure. Just, let's look at that top again. Oof. Yikes, good luck covering that up. Okay, here we go. We got another puzzle. We got like another riddle bathroom sign. We saw like multiple bathroom signs last time that were like always a riddle for some reason. It should be the most cut and dry. It's either this, or it's neither. There should be no mystery here, okay? We got classic triangle. You know how women are triangles? And then we got rectangular man, of course. At least you can tell which one's which. Wait, no, hold on. This could not even be a bathroom, right? This is only one door. Okay, this could just be a sign that says this for fun. I jumped to the gun and assumed it was gonna be a bathroom. They're just saying this for no reason. There's just a sign about whatever this is. All right, let's read it. Woman or man, based on the icons here. And then WOM. The WOM needs an. Okay, keep that in mind. It's gonna be important in the future for this riddle, I think. An. The an needs M. Any guesses as to why they felt the need to put this on there? What does this mean? And also, I'm so confused. Is this a bathroom? Because if this is a one door to the bathroom, skip all this. It's unisex. We have a word for that. You don't need to put, this is for you or you. It's for whoever. Whoever wants to go in here may go in here, is what it should say. Which means you could just have it say bathroom. This might not be a bathroom though. I would love the context of what this door even does. Let's decipher this, all right? WOM, the WOM needs an. An, the an needs M. Whatever this is, I get bad. I get bad from this. Whatever this is trying to say, I feel like it's not good. Why would you feel the need to do this? It feels like they're saying woman needs man, like WOM needs this part of an, but an only needs M. Men only want one thing and it's M. Yeah, this is dumb, and I hate this. The more I look at it, the more I'm like, this makes no sense, because it says or right here. Why, woman or man, WOM, an. So this is just the word woman. What are we doing? This is like the same level of wordplay as like, love is evil, spell it backwards, let me show you, you know, and then like E-V-O-L, whoa. This is like the thing you think is deep when you're 14. Like, whoa, woman has the word man in it, but man doesn't have the word woman in it. That might mean something. I don't think that means anything. I think you just learn how letters work. It's funny because I think if they're making like, I've spent too much time on this one. I'll move on, I promise. But these bathroom ones, assuming this is even a bathroom, again, we don't even know that. These ones are just like, dude, just make it clear. Don't get fancy with it. You don't got to make a statement on something, you know, whatever this is, I don't like. I'm assuming the person that wrote this is like anti-women somehow. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but that feels like what they're saying with WOM needs an. But an only needs M. I don't like it. But you know what? You guys are missing this detail over here. Slide with an arrow pointing towards man. Makes you think. I don't like it. We're moving on. There's more I actually want to yap about this one. I feel like there's like more I want to pick apart, but this is not that interesting. This is just a rage bait door. We're moving on. Drivers perplexed by bizarre new intersection. This is in Australia. Oh my gosh, dude. You're kidding me. Okay, can I say something bold? I don't think you're supposed to turn right here. I think that's what they were going for, of like, this is these people go straight, these people go straight, but then these people go around. But then you've just reinvented an intersection that should just have a stop sign or a stoplight. It's like someone made the roads crooked and they didn't know what to do. So then they were like, put like a weird diamond in the middle, see if that works. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to try to make this U-turn right here. But I'm not seeing any obvious signage or any signage at all that says you can't. So if their intention is to not do this, then you probably should say that, because this is not enough room, especially for a big truck, to make that turn. This is pretty bad. It's a funny thing, I feel like in the US, there's not that many of these roundabouts yet. They pop up, there's plenty in my city, but if you go like elsewhere, you don't see them as much. And because they're not common, people act like they're just this horrible affront to God of like, oh, they put a roundabout in, I'm gonna lose my mind. And it's just like, they're not that bad, like they're fine. I actually like them. They're pretty self-explanatory, but some of them are designed badly. And I think people think they're all like that. They're not all like this. Sometimes they're good and actually helpful, but I'm not a roundabout hater, but I would absolutely hate this. So 1 point to the roundabout haters for this specific one. All right, you got me? What's happening with these two cars? This guy didn't even bother. He was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna go over the center divider and go that way, because I wanna go that way. At that point, just get rid of the diamond and just have a sign that says, do whatever. Or it just says, surprise me, or I'm feeling lucky. That's better than this, honestly. Just, you know, do it like they do in France at that big roundabout roundabout thing where there's just sort of seemingly no laws. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. There's just like 19 lanes and no lines on the road. I'm exaggerating, but that's what it looks like every time I see that one big roundabout. Just a lawless land in the middle of the road. Just like you're driving on the street and then suddenly it's just like Mad Max until you get to your turn and then you're like, doot, 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 doot. That's what this feels like, but like miniaturized, you know? Add a couple more lanes on this, you know, we got a stew going for real. Let's move on. Starbucks teapot spills everywhere. Okay, cool, here we go. I need sound for this one. I want to be immersed. Okay. Uh-huh. I see. Okay, as much as I want to like clown on this, because it's like it's Starbucks, it's like who buys this kind of thing, you know? I want to clown on it, but I'm gonna play devil's advocate a little bit, but I'm also just a guy that's just saying what I think makes sense here, regardless of anything else. I'm pretty sure you filled it too much. I think that part's on you. It's like pouring out the top at the beginning. Okay, it's not quite, but like this, that's on you. You filled it too much and you're pouring it too slowly. That part I think is genuinely on you. Like I think that there's a way to do this without it doing this spilling. Maybe there's not, maybe this thing sucks, but I kind of feel like this example is not a good piece of evidence that this teapot sucks, you know? Why did you fill it to the absolute brim? This is so full. I mean, you know, I'm with you. If it's like a kettle on the stove and it's like got a lid on it, fill it as much as you want. It doesn't matter. But if it's open on the top and doesn't have like a sealing lid, you kind of got to know that you're going to have to pour it. And if you fill it so much that it comes out the top, that's not what it's intended to do. So you did it wrong. So I'm going to give this one like there's a chance this actually works okay if you use it correctly. And that's not me trying to be like, oh, let's not bully Starbucks. Like if this sucks, then it sucks, you know? But like, I feel like this example is like, I think you might also be doing it wrong. I think I'm yelling because my headphones are on. There we go. Okay. This emergency exit is inside my room. No way. Okay, emergency exit 401. No way, dude. This is gonna be gold. Okay, I'll take sound. Is this the exit right here? Or is this just... No way, dude. Okay, wait, how in your room is this? Okay, so I'm assuming this is his room if you go to the right. So anyone trying to escape, this is actually this is a plus, this is a boon. If there's an emergency, you are the first one out. You exit from your room. I don't know what the problem is. It's funny, like being serious, this is funny. This is kind of like, I would also be like, that's odd. But it's not like you're gonna be chilling in your room like naked while the emergency is going off, unless that's your thing. And then people are gonna be running through and they'll be like, oh, naked guy, what the heck? As they run to the exit. If the emergency goes off, you'll just ideally put some pants on and then leave, you know? But screw it, it's emergency, just leave, you know? Just go outside. So this is a plus. This is a plus through and through, but doesn't that have to mean that they can get through your door if there's emergency? Like how is the emergency door locked behind your door, you know? If this door truly locks, maybe it automatically unlocks in an emergency, but I sort of don't think so. This is funny. I'm having a lot of fun thinking of the scenarios of this one. That's funny. I'm sorry. That's funny. That gets a seal of approval on funny scenario here. The emergency exit being in your hotel room is really funny. But I'm also confused about how that would work for anyone but you if the door is locked. Whatever, man. If the emergency goes off, you should be the first one out. That's a win. That's really funny. I wonder what city this is. All right, GeoGuessr players. Where is this? Where is this? Find it for me. Long invisible steps. Okay, we had one like this last time, but this one actually might be worse. Yeah, this one's kind of worse. The other one was just like a black and white random pattern and the stairs were all like that with no divider. Same thing. These ones have ever so slight of a ending piece. You actually can't see it, but there's at least like a break with this cross thing. This one like long, I don't even know what you call this. I guess long skinny rock piece. But this particular piece I'm pointing at is in a flat bit. So it's not even like always a marker of a step. Okay, so look at this. You have step, 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 flat. Step, 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 flat. So it's like 5 steps and then a flat and then 5 steps and a flat. That's horrible. They're also such tiny steps. Like this could easily be 2 steps. It's like just the perfect amount of step to trip. And then spacing them out is really funny too. Making them all the same color. This dividing piece could be a different color. Anything. Any number of things to make this better. Looking at this, it looks like it could be, like if you ignore the edges of it, this looks like it could just be a ramp. Really bad. Really, really badly designed. Going up this would probably be just as bad as going down it, wouldn't it? You would trip like 20 times going up this thing. Nightmare. And also like not handicap accessible, right? Like it's, I mean, the steps are so small that maybe, but like just make a ramp at this point. Why did you arbitrarily put in steps to make it look bad and be harder to make? So much more work for such a worse functioning thing. How does this happen? How do you do this? I mean, there's kind of a ramp on the other side. It looks like just a ramp, right? Why did we opt to do stairs? Is this like some sort of piece of modern art showing us that like stairs are bad and ramps are good? Because this feels like it. Is this anti-stair propaganda? Because I'm on board. This makes me think stairs are bad and ramps are good. Here we go. Magic fart. Tattoo and permanent makeup. Or magic O-fart. I kind of am just not even registering this as a letter. This looks like just a wheel. Magic fart. That's funny. This is a good one. I mean, good in a really bad way. Like if I'm choosing a tattoo artist, the last thing that I want to think of them is someone who's gonna make it so poorly written that it says something else and worse. Someone that didn't think that this was gonna be read as magic fart. I don't want you putting something permanent on my body. No offense. But you take one look at this, you should see what's wrong with it. It doesn't help that they made the letters super skinny and tall. Then they opted for like the biggest, most circle-y circle for the O. It doesn't even look like a letter. Like it's not even close to the same font. It's not even a font. It's just a wheel or something. I don't even know what this is supposed to be. It's not an O. There's probably a way to make this work with these same exact letters. Magic of art. Absolutely. There's a way to do that. But you did it in a way that makes me exclusively think magic fart. And I'm sorry. I'll remember your tattoo shop forever, but I'll never go there. Magic fart, that's funny. 10 out of 10. I love doing these videos. Here we go. A stainless steel bench, which means it's gonna be either extremely hot to sit on or extremely cold to sit on. And in either case, very uncomfortable on your spine. This is just like kind of boring bad design. It's like, yeah, you make a bench out of steel. It's gonna be 1,000 degrees. People are gonna stand up with grill marks on their thighs after sitting on this thing. It's gonna smell like hot dogs all year round. In fact, you could probably grill hot dogs on this thing. This is just like a grill at this point. This is something we see a lot. I think we saw a bench like this last time where they design it in a way that's like supposed to be hostile to like homeless people because they don't want homeless people sleeping on the bench. But they make it so hostile that no one wants to even sit on it. And it's like, okay, just don't put a bench there. If you're gonna make it so uncomfortable that no one wants to sit on it just to make sure no homeless person wants to sleep on it, then just don't make it. Just don't do it. Sorry, if a homeless guy sleeps on your bench, there's worse things that could happen. If the trade-off is that people get to sit on it during the daytime, that might be the better option. Pretty crazy. This says a lot about our society, doesn't it? This little barbecue bench. These stairs at my cabin vacation feel designed to kill you. Oh my gosh. Okay, enhance. Okay. Yeah, I see the thought process. Like, I think I see the thought process of the steps. Like, this is honestly fine. Not good, but fine if it was going straight. You know, like the steps kind of being cutouts. Left, right, left, right. It's still annoying that this thing makes you use a specific foot to walk down. Let me start with whatever foot I want, you know? Having it curve is really bad because it throws off the whole shape of the stairs to now they're all like awkwardly cut out where one foot has a ton of room and the other foot has to like not hit the edge of the one before it. You know what? Sometimes you just gotta call it. You just gotta say, look, I wanted these steps, but it's not working. So let's do something else. I think what we're seeing a lot of in this video and in the last design one, it's people just kind of like doubling down. Like, no, I want it this way. It's like, okay, well, this situation isn't really working how we thought it was going to. So you should pivot. It's like, nope, I specifically want these cutout stairs that look like little bow ties. And it's like, okay, but the stair doesn't fit straight, so it's gonna have to curve. Screw it. Make it curve right into the walkway. That way, people are not only falling down the stairs, but you're blocking the natural flow of the cabin at the same time. Just double whammy, you know? I mean, these would also be fine if you had it like jut out a little bit and then did a hard right turn, you know, like a flat platform, just flat right here, and then a straight staircase down to the right or to the left, probably would have worked better. Also, the guardrail or handrail being on just one side just feels kind of weird too. I know that like it curves that way, but don't just double down, triple down. No handrail. Just make them work for it. Don't be like, oh, we made a dangerous staircase, so now we're gonna put a handrail. Just own it. You put a death trap staircase in your rental cabin. Just let people fall down it. Is that not what you wanted in the first place? Doctor's office gave me an address and told me they were in the blue building. Blue. Oh, this is the blue building, of course, because it says blue on it. Also the tiniest little word blue, and also like above the parking garage where you're like not gonna see it unless you're parking, in which case you're probably looking where you're driving. I mean, that's funny in an infuriating kind of way. You can title your buildings anything. Yeah, I would rather your building was just called A, like building A, building B. We have a system for that. We already have a system. Every apartment complex I've lived at is always like, oh, you're building J, or like you're not building 11, you know? Blue? The blue building? And not clarifying either is really funny. Oh, we're in the blue building. Not the building that says blue. Designing it this way is bad, and then not ever clarifying as the person who's operating here is even funnier. It's like you're both working together to make sure that no one understands where they're supposed to go. We put a man on the moon, guys. Like 60 years ago, and we're putting blue on a brick building and calling it the blue building. And then telling people, oh yeah, go to the blue building. See you at the blue building. Like, imagine this building was blue and then it was called the brick building. Like, that's just as bad. The building is completely blue. Oh yeah, we're in the brick building. It just says brick. Crazy times. Are we having too much fun? Am I having too much fun? Why am I still wearing these? I look like an idiot just now. My local skate park put sponge padding on the top of every ramp. Okay, gang. I'll bet a lot of you are thinking to yourself, whoa. I'll bet a lot of you guys are thinking to yourself, so that seems fine. It's not hot, it's cushiony, so if you fall down, it's good. Let me tell you something as a former skateboarder. I know I'm not wearing my hat backwards today, so you couldn't tell, but I used to skateboard a lot when I was a teenager. I could even almost do a kickflip. I was more of a vert skater, so that's why I know about this, all right? The sponge padding, you can't roll on it, all right? Which means if you come off the ramp onto the top, you stop dead in your tracks, you fall over. If you're trying to go from the sponge padding onto the ramp, you can't get any momentum to get onto the ramp and over. So you could like try to push and then you fall forward into the ramp instead of actually just rolling over the top. This is dumb, and whoever put this here has never skateboarded a day in their life, which why they were put in charge of designing a skate park, I don't know why. This is honestly like one of the less shocking ones. This is just like, yeah, you know, someone designed this without really knowing how skateboards work, which happens, you know? This is a half pipe in a park, it looks like. Just some random guy from the city designed this, and he just designed it based on his memory of watching the X Games one time 10 years ago, or seeing his kid play Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Like, there's worse things, you know? Like, this is fine. This is understandable bad. Like, I get why this happens. This isn't someone who's completely useless at their job. I think that they just should have asked one skateboarder, maybe, if this was a good idea. Or maybe it was an insurance thing, you know, for injury, but then again, I mean, you're gonna hurt yourself on the rest of the ramp, so who knows. When I was a kid skateboarding, there was a skate park in my town that the half pipe was metal all the way, like the whole thing was metal. The tops of it, the rails, and the actual ramps was metal. So in the summertime, that thing was so hot. You would fall, get an injury, but the plus side was your wounds would be cauterized immediately. You cut your arm and then stops bleeding immediately. Genius design, actually. Perfect, 10 out of 10. But no, that thing was cook. Like, I'm surprised people's wheels weren't melting. It was the worst thing ever. They eventually replaced it for like a wood one, which was much better. But anyway, I'm just saying this could actually be worse. I was wondering why I kept ending up on the 4th floor after pressing 2. Lift information. For levels 0 through 1, press 0. For levels 2 through 3, press 1. 4 through 5, press 2. Oh my gosh. 12 through 13, press 6. Okay, I'm assuming these floors are like double floors, or maybe you could only get to floor. Yeah, how would that even work, right? Because then that would just be one floor. Why would you call it 2 floors? If I push 1, do I end up on the 2nd floor or the 3rd floor? Which is it? It can't be both. Maybe it just flips a coin. It's like, you're getting the 3rd floor today. That's crazy though. I mean, granted, this sign is very obviously here with a nice chart. Like, it's definitely like they're trying to tell you, hey, this is how it works. But yeah, I would walk in here and think, I need to go to the 4th floor, and I would push 4. And only when I show up on the 8th floor or 9th floor, whichever one they decide I get, would I wonder, maybe I should go back and read the numbers again. Yeah, this is pretty crazy. Hold on, let me look at the comments. How can one floor button take you to 2 different floors? You have to take the stairs up to the odd numbered floor from the even floor beneath. Okay, so if you want to get to the 3rd floor, you have to walk into the elevator, press 1, get off at 2, and then walk up the stairs to 3. Did I get that right? If you want to get to the 9th floor, you have to push 4, get off at 8, and then find the stairs and go up to 9. Okay, this seems like an emergency nightmare, also accessibility nightmare if you're required to go up the stairs even after taking the elevator. Terrible design. Horrible design. We got elevator ones last time and this time. Just make it go to the floor that the number says. If there's an 8th floor, put an 8 button. Is that crazy? Am I being too bold? Am I being too brash? The person who had to make this sign, someone else designed the elevator than the person who designed this sign. So the person that designed the sign was like, I don't even know how to condense this information into one sign. It should say, if you want to go to an odd floor, you have to take the stairs from an even floor. Because I feel like that's confusing. Because it's like, okay, I want to get off at 7. Which is it? Okay, last one. This Sudoku Christmas tree decoration is clearly a bingo card. This is absolutely a bingo card, which is really funny because it's not even subtle. It is the rows totaling up to 5 rows of 5, just like bingo. And then even the like spots of where you fill in the numbers with the little punch thing, but it says Sudoku, so trust me, it's Sudoku in a big pencil. So funny. I have no idea how this happens. This is a classic case of like someone starting working on this and whoever finished it off like just didn't understand it. I don't know how you mess this up that bad though. It's very clearly like mostly bingo. Then they just slapped the word Sudoku on top and they were like, screw it, I guess we add a pencil. This kind of looks homemade though. That's the funniest part about it. Like this looks like someone made this for their own tree. This doesn't look like it was made in a factory. This looks like kind of handmade, doesn't it? Kind of? I don't know. I can't tell, but this is really bad. Also, there's 2 19s, and also the 33 shouldn't be in this row, and the 22 shouldn't be in this row. There's a lot of errors on this thing. That's not how bingo works. The 2 19s is probably the funniest thing. That's actually pretty bad to put the same number on there twice. I don't know how this kind of thing gets made. I can't even guess. I really can't. And again, it looks kind of handmade. So, I mean, what can you do? Put it on your tree? Hell yeah. I want this. Again, I love ironic things. People will come over and see it and be like, oh, that's a cool decoration. Wait, huh? Huh? What is it? Like, this is the kind of thing you find at a thrift store and you're just like, oh yeah, jackpot. Oh yeah, bingo. This is exactly what I wanted. I kind of love the idea of using the word Sudoku in place of the word bingo though. You know how we say bingo sometimes as like just like an exclamation, like eureka, you know, or someone gets something correct and you say, bingo. What do you think about this? This? Sudoku? You got it. Dang. All right. Well, I had a couple more that I'll save for next time because I think we'll probably do this again, man. Unless like, you know, last time was a fluke and this time we'll like perform kind of more how I thought. We'll see. But I mean, I'm happy to keep doing this if you guys like it. So if you liked it, thanks for watching till the end. Don't forget to hit the like button because it helps me like know. It usually helps the video kind of go further. So that way more people see it. And then I know this is a good thing to keep doing. You've heard it a billion times, YouTubers telling you to like their video. You already know. I don't need to tell you. But I, as a YouTuber, don't always like a video until the person tells me to, and then I'm like, oh yeah. So anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. And yeah, I'll see you around. Thanks for hanging out with me. This really feels like just a hangout video. There's not like a highbrow theme to this. It's just funny and infuriating images around the realm of design that we can just kind of laugh at. And that's the video. It's pretty low key for me. I just sit down and do something I would do on my own time. Like I like looking at stupid things and just kind of laughing about them. Now I just do it on camera for you guys and we have a little fun time together. That's kind of sweet. So this truly, thanks for hanging out with me today. On that note, I'm gonna go now. Bye-bye. I put a rug underneath my desk. That way if I slide too far back on my chair when I'm at my computer and then slide forward again, it rolls up the rug underneath my chair and it drives me crazy, but I did that. I'm one of them.